Ma'am, I need you to step out of your seat, the flight attendant said, her voice cold and accusing. Amara Simmons froze, feeling every eye in the cabin turn toward her. Step out? Why? She asked, confusion and indignation swirling within her. She had done nothing wrong, but she could tell this wasn't just a misunderstanding. Something much bigger was about to unfold. Before we dive into Amara's story, comment below and let us know where you're watching from. If you enjoy stories of resilience and justice, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more. Amara adjusted her tailored blazer as she stepped onto the plane. The soft click of her heels echoed against the polished floor of the first-class cabin. This level of luxury wasn't new to her. She had worked tirelessly for it. Years of sleepless nights, bold decisions, and strategic planning had earned her the title of one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the tech industry. Even as she sank into the plush leather seat and carefully placed her designer handbag beneath her chair, an unshakable tension lingered. Something felt off. She couldn't pinpoint it, but her instincts rarely betrayed her. She retrieved her tablet, intending to review her notes for an upcoming pitch in Chicago. It was a pivotal moment for her company, as the deal could secure a multi-million-dollar government contract. This was just another stepping stone in her climb to the top. But before she could immerse herself in her work, a shadow loomed over her. Looking up, Amara found a flight attendant staring at her with a tight-lipped smile. Her name tag read, Karen Langley. "Excuse me," Karen began, her voice overly polite but with an unmistakable edge. "May I see your boarding pass?" Momentarily caught off guard, Amara raised an eyebrow but obliged, reaching into her blazer pocket to hand over the ticket. Karen examined the boarding pass longer than necessary. Her lips pursed. "This is a first-class ticket," she remarked, her tone skeptical. "Yes, it is. Is there a problem?" Amara replied, keeping her voice calm. Karen's forced smile faltered as she handed back the ticket. "We get mix-ups sometimes," she said. "I just needed to make sure everything was in order." The words were professionally phrased, but Amara could sense the underlying bias. Choosing not to engage further, she nodded and returned to her tablet, brushing off the interaction. It wasn't worth the energy, yet. Karen lingered for a moment, her gaze lingering on Amara as though she didn't belong there. Then, with a barely audible mutter of, "First class isn't what it used to be," she turned sharply and walked away. Amara froze, her grip tightening on her tablet. She'd dealt with microaggressions before, but Karen's audacity to make such a remark openly struck a nerve. Nearby passengers had overheard, their reactions ranging from sympathetic glances to awkward silence. Taking a deep breath, Amara leaned back in her seat. She told herself to focus on her pitch and the bigger picture. But from the corner of her eye, she noticed Karen pacing up and down the aisle, her gaze darting toward Amara with unsettling frequency. When the cabin doors closed and the plane prepared for takeoff, Amara adjusted her seatbelt, trying to shake off the unease. She had no idea this was just the beginning. Barely 15 minutes into the flight, Karen returned, this time carrying a clipboard and wearing a stern expression. "Ms. Simmons," Karen said curtly, "we need to discuss your seat." Amara looked up, her patience wearing thin. "What about it?" "There seems to have been a mistake with your ticket. This seat wasn't meant to be assigned. We need to move you to another section." Amara's brow furrowed. She retrieved her boarding pass and held it up. "This ticket is valid. I paid for this seat." Karen sighed dramatically, as if Amara were being unreasonable. "Mistakes happen. I'm just trying to resolve this quietly." Amara's voice remained calm, though her patience was waning. "And I'm telling you there is no mistake. If there is, it's on your end. I'm not moving." Passengers began to turn their heads, sensing the tension. The man seated next to Amara lowered his newspaper, watching the exchange with curiosity. Karen's tone sharpened. "Let's not make this harder than it needs to be. The only person making this hard is you." Amara shot back, her composure unshaken. "Unless there's a legitimate issue, I suggest you let me enjoy my flight." Flustered, Karen stormed off toward the galley, leaving a tense silence in her wake. What followed was a series of escalating confrontations. Karen's behavior became increasingly brazen, culminating in her enlisting the captain's intervention. Despite presenting her valid ticket multiple times, Amara was accused of creating a disturbance and was ultimately asked to leave the plane. By then, a fellow passenger, Ethan Riley, had begun recording the incident on his phone. Ethan, an aspiring journalist, recognized the injustice and knew this story needed to be told. "Everything's on video," Ethan declared loudly as Amara was escorted off the plane. "The world will see this." Amara's exit was met with murmurs of disapproval from some passengers and quiet support from others, but her resolve was unshaken. This wasn't the end of her journey. It was the beginning of something much bigger. The video went viral within hours, sparking outrage across social media. Amara's calm demeanor and composed responses in the face of blatant discrimination resonated with millions. Hashtags like #JusticeForAmara and #AirlineAccountability trended worldwide. Amara didn't waste time dwelling on the humiliation. Instead, she channeled her energy into action. She assembled a team of legal experts, PR strategists, and financial advisors. Her goal wasn't just to hold the airline accountable, but to dismantle the culture that allowed such behavior to persist. "They think I don't belong in first class," she told her assistant, Layla. "Fine. I'll show them what happens when they underestimate me." Over the next 48 hours, Amara orchestrated a strategic takeover bid, leveraging the airline's plummeting stock value and the mounting public backlash. By the end of the week, she had acquired a controlling stake in the company. Amara's first order of business as the new owner of Skyline Airways was to address its systemic issues head-on. She terminated employees involved in discriminatory practices, including Karen Langley. She also implemented mandatory diversity training, established an independent review board, and revamped company policies to ensure accountability at every level. During a press conference announcing these changes, Amara spoke with unwavering conviction. "This isn't just about one incident. It's about creating a culture where everyone, passenger and employee alike, is treated with respect and dignity. Skyline Airways will no longer tolerate discrimination in any form." Months later, Skyline Airways had undergone a remarkable transformation. Customer satisfaction soared, employee morale improved, and the company's reputation was rebuilt under Amara's leadership. The airline became a symbol of resilience, justice, and progress. Amara's story didn't just end with her victory. It became a catalyst for broader conversations about equity and inclusion, proving that even in the face of adversity, true power lies in standing up for what is right. If you found Amara's journey inspiring, don't forget to like, comment, and share this story. Subscribe to our channel for more tales of resilience and triumph. Thank you for watching.